Hello children, in this video we are going to cover lesson number 3 of chapter 4, which is subtracting mixed number. In first example, Weaving had 2.5 pies. He gave 1 and 3/8 pies to his friends. How many pies did he left with? Here we have to subtract 1 whole number 3/8 from 2 whole number 1/2. First, we have graphically represented 2 whole number 1/2 with the help of 2 circles and 1 half circle. But in order to perform subtraction, we have to make the denominator same, which we can do by multiplying and divide 1/2 with 4. So it becomes 2 whole number 4/8. And we have to subtract 1 whole number 3/8 from it. So first, we simply do the whole number part, which is 2 minus 1. So we have cancelled out one circle, and now we have 4/8 minus 3/8, which results in 4 minus 3 is 1/8. So we have one whole number 1/8, which is the answer of this example. Here is the working of the example, in which first we have subtracted the whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is equals to 1, and then we have changed the denominator to the same value, which is 8, and then subtracted them from each other. So we have 1/8. So when we had one whole number 1/8 pies left. Now here is another example in which we have to find the difference between 2 whole number 5/6 and 1 whole number 1/4. Here the denominators of the fraction parts are different. So first we need to find out what will be the same value for these denominators. So first we have taken the LCM to get that value. We have taken the LCM of 6 and 4, and it comes out as 12. 2 into 2 into 3 is 12. So basically what we need here is we need to make both the denominator as 12. For that purpose, we have multiplied and divide 5/6 by 2, so it becomes 10/12. And also we have multiplied and divide 1/4 by 3, so it becomes 3/12. Now we have the same denominator, so first we are going to simply subtract the whole numbers. 2 minus 1, which is 1, and then we are going to subtract the fraction part, which is 10 minus 3/12, so it is 7/12. So as a whole we have an answer, one whole number 7/12. In question 3 we have 4 parts, and we have to subtract mixed numbers from each other. So let's start with part A, which is 3 whole number 7/9, and we have to subtract 2 whole number 4/9 from it. So here the denominator of the fraction part is same, so it is very easy. First what we are going to do is we are going to subtract the whole numbers, which is 3 minus 2, so it is equals to 1. And for the fraction part we have 7/9 minus 4/9, so basically it is 7 minus 4/9. 7 minus 4 is 3, so we have 3/9, which can be further reduced to 1/3, because 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 and 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So we have cancelled out the numerator and denominator with 3. So as a result we have a final answer, one whole number 1/3. In part B we have 4 whole number 7/10 minus 3 whole number 2/5. Here the denominators are different. In the fraction part we can simply make the denominator same by multiplying and divide 2/5 by 2, because 2 into 2 is 4 and 5 into 2 is 10. Now we have the same denominator for the fraction parts. So first we are going to simply subtract the whole numbers, which are 4 minus 3, so it is 1. And for the fraction part we have 7/10 minus 4/10, which results in 3/10. So we have an answer, one whole number 3/10. In part C, we have 2 whole number 3 over 4 minus 1 whole number 5 over 12. Here again, the denominator is not same, but we know that if we multiply and divide 3 over 4 by 3, the denominator will become same for both the fraction parts. So what we did is we multiplied 3 by 3, which becomes 9, and 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So now we have 2 whole number 9 over 12 minus 1 whole number 5 over 12. Again, by subtracting the whole numbers first, we have 1 whole number, and for the fraction part, we have 9 over 12 minus 5 over 12, which results in 4 over 12. Again, 4 over 12 can further be reduced because 4 into 1 is 4 and 4 into 3 is 12. So we have 1 whole number 1 over 3 as our answer. In part D, we have 3 whole number 6 over 7 minus 1 whole number 1 over 3. Again, we need to make the denominator same, for which we have to multiply and divide 6 over 7 by 3. So it becomes 6 into 3 is 18 and 7 into 3 is 21. And for 1 over 3, we have to multiply and divide by 7. So it becomes 7 over 21. Now we have the same denominators for fraction parts. First, we are going to solve the whole number part, which is 3 minus 1. So it results in 2. And for 18 over 21 minus 7 over 21, we have 11 over 21. And 2 whole number 11 over 21 is our answer. In question 4, we have to subtract 1 whole number 4 over 5 from 3 whole number 3 over 8. In method 1, we have converted both the mixed number into an improper fraction. We have 3 whole number 3 over 8 minus 1 whole number 4 over 5. To convert 3 whole number 3 over 8, we first multiplied 8 with 3 and then add 3 in it, so it becomes 7, because 8 into 3 is 24 plus 3 is 7 divided by 8. Similarly, for 1 whole number 4 over 5, we have multiplied 5 by 1, so it is 5 plus 4 is equals to 9 over 5. Now we have a different denominator, so let's find out the number which will make the denominator same, and it is 40. So in order to convert 27 over 8 into 40, we need to multiply and divide it by 5. So we have 135 over 40, and similarly we have to multiply 5 with 8 and 9 with 8 as well. So we have 72 over 40. Now we have the same denominator, so what we are going to do, we simply subtract 72 from 135 and we have 63 over 40, and after converting it into a mixed number, we have 1 whole number 23 over 40. This is the first method. In method 2, what we did is we changed the 1 whole into 40 over 40. Let's say we have 3 whole number 15 over 40 minus 1 whole number 32 over 40. Here we have not converted the mixed number into an improper fraction. Rather, we kept the whole number as it is and just convert the fraction part and make the denominator same. So we have 8 into 5 is 40 and 3 into 5 is 15, and 4 into 8 is 32 and 5 into 8 is 40. Now what we are going to do is we are going to convert 1 whole into 40 over 40. So 3 can be reduced to 2 because 1 whole is now going to convert into 40 over 40. So we have 42 plus 40 over 40 plus 15 over 40. Now 2 whole comes as it is, and 40 over 40 plus 15 over 40 becomes 55 over 40. So now we have 2 whole number 55 over 40. Now we are going to perform the subtraction and subtract one whole number 32 over 40 from it. Again, we have the same answer, which is one whole number 23 over 40. In question 5, we have what is the value of 3 whole number 1 over 9 minus 1 whole number 4 over 9. Express your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. With the help of the method 1, what we do is we first convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. So if we convert 3 whole number 1 over 9 into an improper fraction, we have 9 multiplied by 3 is 27 plus 1 is 28 over 9 minus, for one whole number 4 over 9, we have 9 into 1 is 9 plus 4 is equals to 3 over 9. Here we don't need to perform an additional part because the denominators are same. So simply we are going to subtract 13 from 28 and it results in 15. So we have 15 over 9. And if we divide 15 by 9, we have one whole number 6 over 9 as our answer, because 9 into 1 is 9 and 6 as a remainder. So we can simply convert it into a mixed number. With the help of method 2, we are going to convert one whole into 9 over 9. We have 3 whole number 1 over 9 and we are going to convert one whole into 9 over 9. So now we have 2 plus 9 over 9 plus 1 over 9. As 3 whole number 1 over 9 is 3 plus 1 over 9. So we take whole number as it is, which is 2. Then we have plus 9 plus 1 over 9. We have added the fraction parts. So as a result, we have 10 over 9. So we have converted 3 whole number 1 over 9 to 2 whole number 10 over 9. Now we are going to perform the subtraction and subtract one whole number 4 over 9 from it. So we have 2 minus 1 is 1 and 10 minus 4 is 6 over 9. In question 6, we have to find the difference between 2 whole number 1 over 6 and 1 whole number 3 over 4. This is very easy. We have first converted the denominators into a same value by multiplying and divide 1 over 6 by 2. So we have 12 in the denominator and 3 over 4 by 3. So we have 12 in the denominator. Now we have 2 whole number 2 over 12 minus 1 whole number 9 over 12, which can be converted into improper fraction. First, the reason is if we subtract 9 from 2, the result is negative. So we can do that. That's why we first converted these mixed number into an improper fraction and it becomes 26 over 12 because 12 into 2 is 24 plus 2 is 26. And then we also converted one whole number 9 over 12 into an proper fraction, which is 12 into 1 is 12 plus 9 is equals to 21 over 12. Now we can easily solve it by just subtracting 21 from 26 and the result is 5 over 12. In question 7, we have 6 parts and we have to perform the subtraction. So starting with part A, we have 3 whole number 1 over 4 minus 2. We can directly solve it by just subtracting 2 from 3 and our result is one whole number 1 over 4. The better way is to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction and then solve it. So converting improper fraction requires the multiplication of 4 into 3, which is 12 plus 1 is 13 divided by 4 minus 2. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take an LCM. In denominator we have 4 and 4 into 1 is 4, so 13 is going to be multiplied by 1 and remains as it is, minus 1 into 4 is 4 and this 4 is going to multiply by 2, so we have 8. So 13 minus 8 over 4, which is 5 over 4, and this can be converted into a mixed number, which is one whole number, 1 over 4. In part B, we have 4 minus one whole number, 1 over 7. There are two ways to solve it. First, we are going to convert 1 whole into 7 over 7. So 4 becomes 3 whole numbers, 7 over 7 minus 1 whole number, 1 over 7. Now we are going to simply subtract the whole number first. So we have 3 minus 1 is 2 and 7 minus 1 is 6 over 7. This is for the fraction part. Now the second method is that we first convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. So we have 4 minus, instead of 1 whole number 1 over 7, we have 7 into 1 plus 1, 8 over 7. Now what we are going to do, we are going to take the LCM. So 7 is in the denominator, and 7 into 4 is 28 minus 8, because 7 into 1 is 7 and 1 into 8 is 8. So we have 20 over 7, which can be converted into a mixed number, and again the answer is same, which is 2 whole number, 6 over 7. For part C, we have 3 whole number, 2 over 5 minus 1 whole number, 4 over 5. Here, if we go to the way where we can simply subtract the whole number and then subtract the fraction part, the answer is wrong, or the way is wrong, because 2 minus 4 results in a negative value. So the better way to do it is to first convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. So we have 5 into 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17 over 5 minus 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9 over 5. Now we have the same denominator, so we don't need to perform any further operation, and we are simply going to subtract the entities. So 17 minus 9 is 8, and the denominator comes out as it is, which is 5. And if we divide 8 by 5, we have one whole number, 3 over 5. In part D, we have 2 whole number, 5 over 6 minus 1 whole number, 11 over 12. Here in the fraction parts, we don't have a same denominator. We can make it same by simply multiplying and divide 5 over 6 by 2. So we have 5 into 2 is 10 and 6 into 2 is 12. Now we have 2 whole number, 10 over 12 minus 1 whole number, 11 over 12. Again, here we can't solve it directly, because if we subtract 10 minus 11, it will result in a negative value. So what we are going to do is we first convert these mixed number into an improper fraction by multiplying 12 multiplied by 2 is 24 plus 10 is 34 over 12 minus 12 into 1 is 12 plus 11 is 23 divided by 12, and we have 34 minus 23 over 12, which is 11 over 12, and this is our answer. In part E, we have 2 whole number, 1 over 4 minus 1 whole number, 1 over 2. Again, first we are going to make the denominator same, for which we are going to multiply and divide 1 over 2 by 2. So we have 2 over 4. Now we have an equation 2 whole number, 1 over 4 minus 1 whole number, 2 over 4. Again, we can't subtract 2 from 1 because it results in a negative value, so we are going to convert it into an improper fraction. 4 into 2 is 8 plus 1, 9 over 4 minus 4 into 1 plus 2 is 6 over 4. And now we have simply 9 minus 6 is 3 over 4 as our answer. For part A, F, we have 4 whole number, 1 over 2 minus 2 whole number, 5 over 8. Again, here we have first converted the denominator values into a same value by multiplying and divide 1 over 2 by 4. So it becomes 4 over 8. Now we have 4 whole number 4 over 8 minus 2 whole number 5 over 8. But again, due to the negative sign, first we are going to convert these mixed number into an improper fraction, which results in 36 over 8 minus 21 over 8. Now we can simply subtract 21 from 36, which results in 15 divided by 8. And when we divide 15 by 8, we have one whole number 7 over 8 is an answer. The last part is of a practice question. In question number 1, we have to subtract and express each answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. In part A, we have 5 whole number 6 over 7 minus 3 whole number 2 over 7. This is very easy because we have the same denominator. So first we are going to simply subtract the whole numbers. 5 minus 3 is equals to 2. And for 6 over 7 minus 2 over 7, we have 6 minus 2 is 4 over 7. For part B, we have 2 whole number 2 over 3 minus 1 whole number 1 over 4. Here we have converted the denominators to the same value. For that purpose, we multiplied both 2 and 3 by 4, means 2 over 3 multiplied by 4 over 4. And why we do this? Because 4 over 4 is still the same, so it doesn't make any difference. So as a result, we have 2 multiplied by 4 is 8 and 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Similarly, 1 over 4 is going to be multiplied by 3, so we have 3 over 12. Now we have 2 whole number 8 over 12 minus 1 whole number 3 over 12. 2 minus 1 is 1 and 8 minus 3 is 5, and the denominator comes out as it is 12. In part C, we have 4 whole number 1 over 4 minus 2 whole number 7 over 8. Again, we have converted the denominator to the same value by simply multiplying 1 and 4 both by 2. So it becomes 4 whole number 2 over 8 minus 2 whole number 7 over 8. But if we subtract 7 over 8 from 2 over 8, it will result in a negative value. So here, we first convert these mixed number into an improper fraction, and we have 8 multiplied by 4 is 32 plus 2 is 34 over 8 minus 8 into 2 is 16 plus 7 is 23 over 8. Now 34 minus 23 is 11, and denominator comes as it is, which is 8, and it can be converted to a mixed number, and which is equivalent to one whole number 3 over 8. Now in part D, we have 3 whole number 3 over 5 minus 1 whole number 2 over 3. Here again we have make the denominator same, and for that purpose we have multiply and divide 3 over 5 by 3. So 3 into 3 is 9 and 5 into 3 is 15. And for 2 over 3 we have multiply and divide by 5, which is, so it becomes 2 into 5 is 10 and 3 into 5 is 15. Now we have the same denominator, but again 9 minus 10 results in a negative value. So we have converted this mixed number first into an improper fraction, and we have 15 into 3 plus 9 is 54 over 15 minus 25 over 15. And after subtracting 25 from 54, we have 29 over 15. And in mixed number, it can be written as 1 whole number 40 over 15. In question 2, Mrs. Tan bought 2.5 kg of chicken from the market. She used 1 1/5 kg of chicken to make chicken rice. How much chicken was left? Here we simply have to subtract 1 whole number 1 over 5 from 2 whole number 1 over 2. And we need to make the denominator same first. So for that purpose, we have multiply and divide 1 over 2 by 5. So it becomes 5 over 10. And multiply 1 over 5 by 2. So it becomes 2 over 10. Now we have 2 whole number 5 over 10 minus 1 whole number 2 over 10. After subtracting the whole number, we have 2 minus 1 is equals to 1, and 5 minus 2 is 3, and the denominator comes out as is, so we have one whole number 3 over 10. So this is the end of this lesson. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe my channel.